book more speaking gigs. That's my topic. That is aimed at the 95.567% of the audience here who want to book more speaking gigs.
Blow your mustache.
That is the audience that I'm speaking for, and I know a lot of you are scratching your heads. What is outlier marketing? Outlier marketing is common sense marketing, non-traditional, unconventional, and ROI driven. Whatever you do needs to directly go into a return on investment. Is it working? Is it not working? Traditional marketing is a gray ocean of ambiguity, where everything is mixed up. But as an outlier marketer, you see it in black or you see it in white. Outlier marketing is a thinking process that helps you differentiate yourself in thought, word, and deed. Why is it necessary? All through our life, parents, extended family, the society has been coaxing, cajoling, threatening, forcing us to comply, to be one with the pack, to keep your head down, not make eye contact, not to get noticed, just live, just exist. Outlier marketing is here as a slap on our faces that as speakers, as marketers, we need to get noticed. How we get noticed are the tactics. Absolutely important for each one of you. As a professional speaker, my ask is very clear. Activate and energize the audience, change their thinking towards marketing, and provide at least 3 key takeaways. Well, that's what I'm here to do. There are 6 takeaways, taking on from Tim Wade, over-delivering. The first one is very clear. It's a question that has been asked every single presentation here. Who are you? Who are you, sir?
I'm a business coach.
Lovely. Who are you, sir?
I'm John Lightning.
Superb. Now, 2 enlightened persons here. The question that comes is, who are you? What keywords define you? And why is that important? Who am I? I'm an outlier marketer. It's in your face. My keywords are out there. Word of mouth marketing, non-traditional and conventional. It is absolutely important for you to know who you are, to be absolutely clear why. Because I want more speaking gigs. I first need to be clear in my own head. If I have confusion, that somehow gets translated to the audience. I'm an outlier marketer. I'm here to transform your thinking towards practical ROI-driven marketing. Why is that pertinent? It is pertinent because when it is clear to me and I'm telling you who I am, that is advertising. What you perceive and understand is branding. How do I test that? Just listen to how you are being introduced. I have just told C.K. Arora, I just told Tim Mack who I am. I will observe how they introduce me to the others. That shows if my outlier marketing, who I am, is working or not. And why is that important? Because I want to be introduced exactly the way I want to be introduced, using the exact keywords that I want, which is a conscious, deliberate process. Didn't I say outlier marketing is common sense marketing? In our quest to go global, to do a whole lot of things, we forget the basics. That is one word, that's takeaway number 2. One word that you're going to repeat a whole lot more. This is my persona corner. You come to the one word. I'm a professional speaker. I'm a part of several masterminds and WhatsApp groups, and we keep getting requests. Hey Pravin, I need an expert speaker on digital marketing. Can you please help out with some references? So I do what you're supposed to do. Put it up in these WhatsApp groups, and all of a sudden, a lot of hands come up. Have a look and say, Geeta, you speak on performance leadership. What are you talking about in digital marketing? Yeah, Pravin, I speak on leadership in digital marketing. Well, Preeta, you speak on something else. You speak on creativity. What are you doing here? Hey, Pravin, my calendar is kind of empty. I speak on creativity in digital marketing. You get the drift. That one small, simple word, any guesses? Is no. Learn to say no. This is who I am, this is my topic, this is the audience that I'm looking to change. And therefore, I'm going to say no, and I'm going to relate another conversation that I had. Hey Pravin, I heard you talk, it was brilliant. can you come and give a motivational talk here? He said, sorry, I don't do that. Oh, come on, Pravin, come on, you've spoken. Can you not just come and do a motivational talk? I said, hey, listen. I will come and do a demotivating talk because people are motivated enough in the wrong direction. I speak on outlier marketing, on word of mouth marketing, on being shameless to grow your business. That's my topic, that's who I am, that's who I want to be known as. But thank you very much for considering. I value your words. Now, if you could tell me a little bit about the budget, about some cracking speakers on digital marketing. But each of them that I'm going to recommend, sir, is going to cost upwards of $1 lakh. Say no. Say no. Exactly how I'm saying. You have to repeat after me. No!
No!
No.
No!
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Louder! No. Make it fun, guys, but say no. That's the second takeaway. The third is go micro. You will thank me for it later. All of us have global ambitions. We want to conquer the world. And I'm going to give an example of Pravin Shekar. He's a 60-year-old teenager with hormones that I emulate. A 60-year-old. I hope I am that age 40 years from now. He is a Chennai-based entrepreneur, but an expert when you talk about startups and software and micro products. He is the single port of call. He is an initiator, an encourager, and a doer. Pravin Shekar is a speaker and a trainer in much demand in corporates, in startups, and in education institutions. He does zero marketing. His work is the marketing because he is very clear what his market is, which is a geographically bound Chennai, which is now extended to Coimbatore. You need to realize this word micro marketing because that defines who you are. You need to build a market. You need to own the pond you are in. Own the pond, own the lake, own the stream, own the river leading up to the big ocean. You will need to go micro because you become the king of that micro world. You have testimonials, you have a body of work behind you, and a whole lot of people who can refer you. That is absolutely important for you to go micro. 4. A speaker needs no stage. A speaker needs no stage. A lot of you are scratching your heads. Who did this program chair bring on? A professional speaking summit, a professional speaker on stage, saying a speaker needs no stage. I'm a raconteur, a storyteller. I love meeting, observing, and talking about people. The one I'm going to talk about is Saurabh Jain, one of the leading digital marketing thinkers in the country today. You'll find a copy of his book outside. When the bulk of us go behind B2B's corporates and associations to get that B2B mind space and wallet space, he went the other way, the outlier way. He went straight to B2C. He found out that digital marketing need and the craving is there in the 20 to 27-year-old people and the 40 to 50-year-old ladies who are looking to reinvent their career in digital marketing. He found out that market, he targeted it. Instead of going B2C, he went direct. Skipped all the intermediaries. He built his own stage, his own seminar, workshop, events where he spoke, where the people came and paid to hear him speak and learn from him. He built his own stage instead of waiting for an invitation to come from a speaking agency or a corporate. What is stopping each one of you from building your stage today? The whole online world is yours. Create videos, create audios, create value. You build your own stage because as an outlier marketer, I believe in myself first, then the other person. Because I have the self-belief that I'm here to add value, to create change, to make that positive change happen. What do you believe in as outlier marketers? Because at the end of the talk, each one of you is going to become an outlier marketer. You know how I call about this stage? I relate about a lot of movies, and the dialogue that comes to my mind is by Amitabh Bachchan from the movie Kalia. हम जहाँ खड़े होते हैं लाइन वहीं से शुरू होता है. The place where I stand is where the queue begins. The place where as a speaker I decide to create is where the stage begins. It is in each one of your own hands. Yes, by the way, freedom is confined away because there is a purpose behind it. Pravin, I need help. Sure. What help do you need? Pravin, I've tried everything. I've tried SEO, I've tried this marketing, I've tried that marketing. It's just not working. What's the problem? I can't sell myself. For the love of God, I cannot sell myself. I'm happy talking to strangers. I'm happy talking to friends. I can't talk to these strangers. How do I sell myself? I can't tell them my price. I'm extremely ashamed. How many of you have this feeling here? That it is easier to sell someone else than to sell yourself. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Outlier way to do that is to form your wolf pack. Now this is a learning I got from a phenomenal Aussie speaker and giver, Lindsay Adams. He calls it the Big Four. I'm a marketing guy, so I take the core, put some more wrapping around it, and put some practicality to it. But the core belongs to Lindsay Adams. I'm calling it the wolf pack. I am Pravin Shekar. I'm an outlier marketer. My target audience are CEOs in the age group of 30 to 50 of growth companies in Indian metros. How's that for specificity? My Wolfpack member Vijay Hari speaks on prevention of sexual harassment and diversity in the workplace. Sangeeta Sumesh speaks about, give a shout, she's out of the hall. She speaks on high performance leadership. Harish speaks about creativity and out of the box, as does Frederick. And Kriba here speaks about digital selling. That's the Wolfpack. We know everything that we need to know about the other. What is his or her style of presentation? What is her rate? How long does she speak? He speaks. What is the plus and minus? I know everything for that person. It is easier for a Vijay Hari to find out she's already in the system of that corporate. She knows there is a marketing need. She knows they are desperate for it. She does not introduce me. She refers me in. That is a significant difference, folks. When you have your wolf pack, it is not a general introduction. It is a referral that takes you straight through. And the wolf pack is your referral mechanism who knows you, who plays for you as your extended sales arm without any commission. The only commission is love and caring, and that we carry each other through. That is a wolf pack, and you have today evening and the most of tomorrow to build your wolf pack among this community, because together we shall rise. Thank you. We all go behind one specific area, and this is the story of the realty business in South India. A few years ago, it was down in the dumps. The real estate people were desperate. People who were supposed to buy, the 20 to 40s who wanted the financial security, the security of a home, had stopped buying or had cut back buying homes. The need was clear. They wanted a house, but they just weren't buying. It went on for a year until the marketing guy picked up and said, listen, the need is the same. Everybody wants a house, but the general mentality is those in their 60s have already retired and long gone, but the times have changed. I live with my mother, but I'm not, most likely not going to live with my kids. Which means, when I'm 60, I'm going to look for something else. My need is the same, I need a house to live in. My want is different. My want when I was 20 to 30 is financial security, to have a house to get tax breaks. When I'm 60 and 70, it is companionship, it is safety, it is access to healthcare. The wants change. So the realty sector tilted and started building elderly communities, customized for the elderly. Construction is the same, cost is the same, there's no dip, sales shot up. What am I talking about here? The sixth key takeaway is search for the unreachable audience that Saurabh Jain did by going behind B2C. Who is that for you as a speaker? It could also be the silver surfing community, because we are going to live long. We are going to live much longer than the 4 to 60. We're going to live into our 80s and 90s, which means those in the 60s and 70s also need to upgrade their skills. They will look for knowledge disseminators, for catalysts, which is who we are as speakers. We are performers. We are change agents. That's what they would look for. Yes! Put your hands together, folks. look out for an unreachable audience. Now I'm going to take you down a story that I have told at every single stage I have been from December 2014. My family, wife and 2 kids, were holidaying in a hill station in Tamil Nadu. And it so happened when we came back, we had a whole day to transit out there. A whole day to transit. And I fell in love with linen. You know, you have these fads, infatuations with either a heroine or an actress or something. For me, it was linen at that point. And my kids were gaping. Papa, you want to shop? Yeah, I'm going to shop because I've never shopped with them. You know why? So I, as a beautiful person, I called my mom-in-law who said there is this shop in Coimbatore in RS Puram called Ramraj, go there. Beautiful son-in-law, I went there first thing in the morning. I loved the linen, the cloth was about to be cut after I made my selection. My wife said, stop. The shop is very small, just about the size of the stage. She said, stop. The shop came to a standstill. Everyone looked at my wife and the manager came straight to the wife and said, to my wife and said, what's the problem? I said, no, my husband will buy it, but he's hardly ever home. This is just going to be a waste clogging up the cupboard. He's still talking to her, saying, madam, what is your problem? That he needs to get kurtas and shirts stitched. Give me a minute. He goes, works the phone, comes back and said, madam, done. What do you mean done? I said, don't worry, madam. We'll sell the cloth, we'll also get it stitched. Yeah, but we are leaving today. I said, which train, madam? Blue Mountain or Chair, 7:30 or 9:30 p.m. She said 7:30 p.m. Madam, please come by 5:30. We'll have that ready. And by the time the tailor had come, I was shocked. I am an entrepreneur already. I am an outlier market. I love trying out these things. What happened is the tailor took the measurement. My wife was still unconvinced. We left. 4:30 the call came from Saravanan, the manager, saying, sir, it's ready. Please come. We go there. It's all packed and ready. My wife asked them to unpack. I tried now. Perfect to my design. Why am I quoting this as an example? Example of value addition. He doesn't need to do that, but he realized what my need is. The cloth is just a way towards that need. And for life, he has me, Ramraj has me as that super fan and influencer. Can you not find out what is the audience's end need and look at addressing that solution as speakers? Can we not do that? Can we not find out who are our super fans and influencers who love us, who are referring us, who keep asking us? Who are they? We do not know. Don't you think it is our job to feed our extended sales army who are extremely interested in who we are, what we do? That is our job. And why do we do that job? Because when we do that segmentation of who likes us, who loves us, we will find out that there is a need for an unreached audience for curated, customized consumption. Each one of, what do you do when you shoot a video? You come talk, the video shot with the organizer, then you beg. Sir, can you please send the photo? Can you please send the video? Sir, I'd like to have it, I'd like to upload it. They take their own sweet time. Every organizer does that. So why don't you go ahead and create that on? Have your video, have your audio, repurpose it across for the audience in their consumption pattern. If you want to reach, if I need to talk to my 16-year-old daughter, I have to Snapchat with her. I can't do anything else. So if that is the audience, then it is TikTok videos, vertical videos are in. Instagram 60-second posts, Facebook Live, go straight on LinkedIn. How are we repurposing the content here? Becomes absolutely important. It is also important for us to reach out in every single way possible, which means we also write a book. We also tweet. We need to be known in our micro market as the key go-to person for our area of specialty. And how are we going to do that? By trying to reach as many people who are relevant, that we can make positive change happen. That is what we will need to do. Which also means a lot more thought has to go behind your speech. Look at my speech. I had a 2-minute introduction. I had 6 takeaways that I gave you, each one of average of 3 minutes long, which means I'm already planning to cut it off into bite-sized portions for my target audience, whether it is on WhatsApp, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever. That will get converted into a blog post, and then that will go as a repurposed content for the consumption of choice. And I will pull them in, as another speaker in the morning said, to come to my website or send me an email for me to give certain giveaways which are value adds. Each of you who needs something from here, help me out with the slide, please. Each of you who need will have to mail me. Now you might say, can I not automate the system? Not for this audience, because this is the audience where I want to build a rapport, one-on-one, which means you will have to email, I will email back, we will communicate back and forth. I'm happy to share a micro-marketing plan for speakers, referral tips from 30 global experts, how to conduct your own virtual summit to have yourself as a thought leader. Why? Because I am adding value, I want to stay top of mind. The minute you hear about outlier marketing, the name that comes to your mind is?
Pravin Shekar.
Thank you. That is exactly what I want. That is exactly what I'm doing by seeding and feeding the buzz consciously, deliberately, continuously. Picture abhi baki hai bhai, I am not done yet. Because now we come down to the hero of my talk. I am a storyteller, I'm also a story reteller. I collect a lot of stories. And this is something I received from WhatsApp University, so it definitely has to be true. It's the story of Julius Caesar. How many of you know Julius Caesar? Julius Caesar was 23, an up-and-coming politician in Rome. Once, when he was sailing on the Aegean Sea, he was captured by Sicilian pirates. He was captured by Sicilian pirates, and they sized everybody up, and then they looked at Caesar and said, 20 talents of silver ransom for this guy. Caesar thought, 20 talents, which is about $500,000 in today's world. He looked at the pirate straight in his eye and said, no, I will not go so cheaply. You will ransom me at 50 talents of silver. The pirate leader was confused. Normally the captives try to flee. They try to negotiate, saying, oh, I have a very poor family, sir. I don't have any money, sir. Please let me go for 2 talents. So, no! This guy had tripled his ransom and demanded that is what they asked for. And what did the pirates have to lose? They sent word off to Rome. And overnight, Caesar became a sensation. Nobody had heard of such a high ransom for a person. So the perception is, oh, he must be really important. He is the future of Rome, he is a strategist, he is a future general. He must be somebody important because this valuation was not set by Caesar. As far as they know, it was set by the pirates. So the pirates know who this guy is. He is our own. He is definitely a superstar. So the money was collected and was given back. This is called the Melbourne effect, because there was a question of pricing earlier. Melbourne effect is when something is priced high, it is worth more because we think whatever costs more is worth more. Caesar in a single stroke had become extremely popular in all of Rome. The money was collected, Caesar was free, now he was famous. He went back, raised a force, went back behind these pirates, captured them, got his 50 talents back, got the rest of the money back, and killed every single one of them. Now he was famous and rich. And he goes back to Rome, gets a hero's welcome. Hail Caesar, everybody. Why? And of course, later on he went on to become the emperor of the entire Rome and the wide world, half of the wide world as we knew at that point. Caesar knew that he needed to get a stake in the human mind, and that is reality. The most important piece of real estate today is to get a stake in the human mind. That is called awareness. How do you stake a claim in human mind? By creating a perception. You create that perception by controlling the context. When you control context, you control the mind. And when you control the mind, you control reality. As an outlier marketer, you need to have that reality within you that is projected to the audience, that is projected to the audience of the audience. Why am I giving each of you a single individual rapport and email to connect? Because you are my salespeople connecting with your audience. The tidbits that I've given, the tweets that I've given are going to be passed on, and therefore I'm going to be passed on along with that. That is the reality I'm passing on for each of you. Make your own reality, communicate that reality, make sure it's working out. And as I said, think big, dream big, but conquer small, micro market by micro market. Think like an outlier marketer, behave like a scrappy entrepreneur. Book more speaking gigs through outlier marketing. Thank you very much.